brought the tradition of graduate education into this T group. What is it? What does it do? But what it did, and I was surprised when people would re-register the following year. I really was surprised. I thought this damn thing's working.
It really works.
It was really working, and I was shocked. I mean, really, where's the test? They haven't passed or anything. What it did and does is put the learner in charge of his and her learning. And that's the shift. And so Bob's illustration and all of that, it's like giving the capacity back to the individual to take charge of themselves. And they're doing it, and they came back because they're doing it. And they love being more in charge of themselves. That's my theory about it.
So Ron,
makes sense.
I have a story about that, Ron, that is directly a story about you. In the 1974-5, the first summer program. And it was the first day we walked into the room and sat down on the pillows, and you had this flip chart and you said, today we're going to write a book about personal growth. He said, lots of people have written books about personal growth. We're not going to talk about them. We're going to write it ourselves. And you pulled out of each of us a whole entire outline of what this book was going to be and all the parts of it and what it was going to say. I was like absolutely astonished.
Yeah.
And I always tell that story about LIOS because it's so memorable.
Thank you.
See, David, that's what I'm talking about.
That's it. Yeah, that makes a difference. That makes a difference. Well, I want to thank people for responding to the question. I asked the question because I've always heard wonderful things about people who have graduated from LIOS, and some people I think who even taught there that I knew. But compared to other OD programs, and I've taught in 7 of them, I think, in the United States, the reality is that what happens is there's a lot of the reason I'm asking the question is I don't think we have good learning occurring in a lot of those programs. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I'm curious about what you now do in the next version.
Well, and my point is that the wrong people are in charge of the learning.
Right. That's probably, and I only had control in about 2 of those curriculum. So they're the only ones that I really loved.